Now, Statistics South Africa will release GDP figures for the fourth quarter of 2023 on Tuesday. Expectations are that the economy will avoid a technical recession after the 0.2% contraction in the previous quarter. Ntokozo Khumalo unpacks the sectors that recorded declines in the third quarter and the pressure points that continue to weigh on the economy.
The South African economy is expected to steer clear of a technical recession. When data for the fourth quarter of 2023 comes out, it will reflect the continued effects of the energy constraints and logistical bottlenecks weighing on productivity. GDP weakened in the third quarter of last year after 2 consecutive quarters of expansion. According to independent economist Eddie Rakabe, this leaves little room for optimism.
We're estimating around 1% growth for the 2024 year. So there are some growth, but I suppose it's a very low growth for an economy the size of South Africa. We need to be growing at a range of between 3 to 6%. Very unlikely.
5 out of the 10 economic industries recorded weaker results in the third quarter of last year. While there's a mixture of pressure points, the energy crisis and logistical bottlenecks remain the main culprits.
The main sector which is really experiencing pressure at the moment is the mining sector, and that's a result of the freight challenges that we have, that mines are not able to export some of their produce. So that is one of the, and the construction again is also experiencing huge difficulties because of the high interest rate environment.
According to the president of the South African Quantity Surveyors, Newton Baloyi, removing some of these growth limitations must happen locally.
Ability of local government to ensure that we create an enabling economic environment for projects and business to come and trade in their localities. They need to promote that.
Meanwhile, Wandile Sihlobo, the chief economist at the Agricultural Business Chamber, says while agriculture registered some of the most significant declines in the third quarter, he is encouraged by the sector's commitment to boost production, but also highlights that new markets are needed to see the sector register sustained growth.
We are in any way in an ambition of saying how do we broaden our export markets, because with what we send to the world today, that $13.2 billion is half of what we produce. So if we're looking at any increase in production, we'll have to have more export markets.
He adds that the progress in resolving the energy and logistics problems will go a long way in improving productivity across the agricultural value chain. Stakeholders are making their way to Cape Town for the Africa Energy Indaba, where they'll engage on energy solutions that will see industries including mining, construction and agriculture make a turnaround and contribute more to much needed economic growth. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Johannesburg.